View will be robbed tonight.
Oh, like seriously?
Yes, he said it's on their stage.
On their stage?
Yes.
That's
some
very
of
blunt.
you will be robbed tonight. Don't take it to heart, right? Then he said, whenever he's nervous, so he was feeling somehow. You know, you could see that he wasn't really confident. Composed, yes, that's the word.
Yeah.
So he said, whenever I'm tensed, I said the truth. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
So that is to show that he's saying the truth.
The truth.
Then it went further to say, some of you don't even deserve to be in the category in the first place.
Oh, so there's also Man Knows Man in the Grammys also.
So, like, it went there and it destroyed the Grammys. It destroyed it right in the presence. And I'm like, then someone said, that is the Kanye West part of Jay-Z. We are saying that because Kanye West too, at a point, did his to condemn them.
He did.
Then he took their plaque, took it to the restroom, put it in the toilet bowl, and he peed on it.
Oh, like seriously?
Yes. Said this is nonsense. So they're a big name, they're a big brand, but
there's a lot of politics.
You understand? So people don't appreciate them any longer because I mean the flaws are too much.
Glaring.
And so that's just that. And then Tyler. So Tyler wins the awards for Best African Music Performance. What we used to have before was Global Music Africa Performance, which Burna Boy was nominated, and an Indian person was the one that won it. And I'm like, oh really?
No, but the Indians, you give it to them, they're good.
Oh really?
Now when it comes to stage performances, yes.
Most of the songs, I mean, I'm just like...
No, because you don't understand
really?
the language. You don't understand the language. When it comes to choreography, they're top-notch. Performance-wise. Yes.
Okay. Then you need to... Burna Boy's performance is electrifying.
Yeah, good.
And then, so, that's that one. But the one we're talking about now is Tyler winning the Best African Music Performance, and this is a newly created category. This is the first time they're introducing this category. They introduced, I think, 5 categories, but this is the first time they're introducing this one. And the inaugural one, Tyler won it. Now, people are saying...
Is a setup?
There is firstly, because that category, you had Aresta in it, you had Ashake in it.
In it, okay.
You had Davido in it. You had Burna Boy in it.
Yeah.
And you had Tyler in it. And Tyler swept Nigerians, all of Nigerians, away from the group to claim it. Now, Peruzzi is saying, there's no problem. South Africa, you have won Grammy. Super Eagles, make sure that Bafana pay for it.
We beat them, yes. We beat them on the football pitch, yes. I support him.
So that's what I was saying now. Okay, no problem. You've done it at the Grammys, no problem. So we're coming to the pitch now, and we'll show you people.
We'll wallop them.
Yes. So I just hope that Nigeria is able to do the needful, and the match comes up on Wednesday. Yeah, it comes up on Wednesday. So hopefully we'll be able to avenge Burna, Davido, Ashake, Arista on the field of play. It's a beautiful thing. But I love the fact that we're having more Africans in participating, being nominated in the Grammys.
Yes,
it's a good one. Hopefully, they will be credible. As it stands now, their credibility is shaky, and people are doubting. You understand? For Jay-Z to come up and say that, and you know that something is definitely wrong somewhere. All right, so that's all we'll take on hashtag and trend, and then after that we'll be looking at the topic. The topic we'll be looking at today is kidnapping, a deadly new wave. Kidnapping, a deadly new wave. I mean, every day. No day goes by without you hearing about kidnappers kidnapping someone somewhere, apprehending someone somewhere, holding them hostages. In the newspaper we read, we saw that the Ekiti pupils, the driver was killed. Parents had to pay ransom. And then there was one I saw where an ex-governor says, don't pay ransom until he himself was kidnapped. Do you understand? So we don't really know what's going on in the country, and we would like to take a cursory look at the effects of these and also the remedies. What can be done? What can be done? That is, if all of this does not have government interference in it. Understand? What can be done? What can we do to make all of these nightmares go away? After the break, we will come and we'll come to discuss this topic. So do stay with us. We'll be right back. Yes, ma'am, come here. How's it going to be?
Okay. Are we having a guest?
No guest though.
Yeah.
Just the two of us.
Some school of thoughts believe the major challenges confronting Nigeria as a nation is caused by poor leadership. How true is this? You and I can actually put government into tools to deliver the dividends of democracy. Join us every Saturday by 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Let us look at the issues confronting us as a nation. Together we talk heads. Nigeria can be great again. I'm Adenike Oweye Ajiboye. Keep it date.
What up, guys? How's your day going? How are you doing this? I want to believe that you're having fun, right? This bright and sunny day. You know that once you see this duo on your TV screen, we're here to serve you some entertainment.
And of course, entertaining gist coupled with good music won't hurt anybody, right? So here on Super Lunch, we get to entertain you, educate you on recent happenings in the world of entertainment. I am your girl, Eva Grace.
And I am Shegun Dinola Adeyemi, the Duke of your airwaves. You know how it is. We serve you good entertainment Mondays all through to Fridays. And that's how we do. We'll take you on a smooth ride of entertainment. So don't go nowhere. Join us every Mondays to Fridays. We love you guys.
There's no place for pretense. I can't watch you stand there. Oh no.
Ó ta lẹ́nu, ó pọ̀ lẹ́nu, ó dùn lẹ́nu. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó ta lẹ́nu, ó pọ̀ lẹ́nu, ó dùn lẹ́nu. Yusuf Mọ́rúnsọ́lá ni orúkọ ti tèmi Funky ọmọ ẹ̀lẹ̀ tó gbásìkì tó dùn tó kí tó yí gbogbo. Ẹ pàdé mi ní gbogbo ọjọ́ Thursday 8:30 to 9:30 àti gbogbo ọjọ́ Saturday 1 to 2 fún ètò tó ga jù. Ẹ má miss ẹ̀, ó ga jù lẹ́tò. Ẹ pàdé mi, ó ṣàprápra.
Lẹ́nu ó pọ̀ lẹ́nu ó dùn lẹ́nu. Come on, I cannot do.
Welcome to Naija Plus. Make you not touch that there, make your finger for no. Wetin be your plan for your country, and wetin you sef want make your country do for you. You need to give something before you take something. Now the only way matter fit balance. Not be say fowl no plan to fly you, but the power no carry am. As matter dey shele for inside Naija, make you sef chook your mouth, make we build our country. Not be every time we go talk things bad. Come out for that corner before mosquito bite your tortoise. Oya, e get as e happen for your area and you want make plenty eyes see and make you hear and make you for reach authority. You get video of the scene? Send am sharp sharp. Before I forget, now top super screen we dey and my name na Mr. Peace, that MC with a biggie swag. Naija na for everybody. Make you not touch that there, make your finger for no.
Hi, you're welcome from that break. If you're just joining us, it is still U45 morning show. When I am Shegun Dinola Adeyemi. Thank you for staying tuned. All right, so we're looking at kidnapping, a deadly new wave. That's what we're looking at. Kidnapping. We're looking at kidnapping today. I mean, it's almost becoming a norm in the country. Almost becoming a
recurring decimal.
A recurring decimal.
Yes.
People go to bed and they wake up the following morning. The first thing you will see or hear is the kidnapping of so person, of Mr. A, of Mr. B, and we're wondering what is happening. What is the cause of all of this? What could possibly be the cause? Because we might think it is this is the cause, and then you realize that it's not even that. I mean, people were saying for that of Borno, people were saying it is the californium that they have in abundance. That is what is causing the insecurity in Borno. Now, how true is that? We don't know.
We don't know yet.
But for a fact, we know that it is something that is occurring, and the present administration needs to do something fast.
Yes.
I mean, in the dailies that we read, you could see articles saying this government is not working. They're running the economy to the ground, and the presidency had to come up. They say, look, That's a false accusation. And then we read one that the Northern Youth says insecurity and all of these woes is from Buhari's administration.
It's a spillover, actually, because this kidnapping thing has been incessant since the time of for ex-president Buhari. And it's just a spillover, but the thing there is escalation is alarming.
Yes.
Formerly, we used to hear about kidnaps and all that up north and, you know, in the east, not in Abuja. And then people used to be kidnapped on the road, people while traveling. Yes, while traveling, but not going into their houses. Now the kidnappers have so much guts that they go into estates and they move into people's apartments and then kidnap them. This is the heart.
The one that happened in Jos, in Plateau, went into a community and kidnapped everybody. So now my question is, are you saying while they were in transit, no police station,
no checkpoints,
no army barracks, none.
They just had an easy transition.
There has to be an explanation.
Definitely.
For all of this. And then, okay, so now this year you said the rates at which
kidnappings are taking place has escalated.
It's escalated.
Yes.
Now, in 34 days, that in this
New Year,
34 days, 380 people
have been kidnapped.
In 34 days, 380. Now, it says from June 2023 to January 2024, over 40 cases. 40 cases.
And those are the cases that are reported, because it's alleged that some people don't even go to the police station.
Yes. Because
they're being threatened that if they do, they will be dealt with. So, what about those cases that were not reported?
Word off. Now, these 40 cases are the ones that happened in Abuja, with over 236 victims in Abuja, a federal capital territory. How, you know, the sad thing about all of this is when this kind of things start to happen in the federal capital territory, where you have the president. If all of these things happen where we have the president, it is very, very it is possible, yes, I will say that, very possible that people might make the administration ungovernable, because they kidnap everywhere. You go to up north, kidnapping. Just Plateau is middle belt, right? So is Federal Capital Territory. All of this in the middle belt, geopolitical zone. So what are we saying? What is going to happen to people living there? People are going to be living in fear, because now you don't know what's happening. The other day, over the weekend, right? Over the weekend, God is Good Motors and ABC Transport were their vehicles were hijacked and everybody kidnapped. And these people are requesting for ransom of 15 million naira. So now people are scared to even travel. People are scared to travel. I mean, you cannot be in a place for so long, forever. You want to travel home to see your family members, to see your loved ones, to see your children, right? You also want to go overseas to your businesses. The cheapest means of transportation is still by road. Still by road. So how will the common man survive if he can't travel by road?
Now, traveling by road is actually the cheapest. And government doesn't seem to want to look into other means of transportation, especially our waterways. That will help.
Rail system too is good.
Rail is good also. But there was a case of kidnap, remember?
Yes. So even that is not safe. And then the waterways might just be the worst of it all, because that is on the waters.
Now the most safest place for every individual happens to be their house. Now it's not even safe to close your eyes and sleep in your houses.
Or even go to school.
Or even go to school. So what is Nigeria turning into? What are we turning the country into?
So now they said, according to a report, that Nigeria has lost approximately 5 billion naira to the kidnapping industry. They have even made it an industry.
It's now a business.
They've made it a business, an industry. So people want to venture
into this business.
To the kidnapping business. I mean, can you believe that? It's crazy. 5 billion naira in the industry.
I guess the reason why a lot of people, you find it like attractive, is the fact that Chukwudeme Onwumadike, popularly known as Evan, the convicted Nigerian kidnapper who hails from Nnewi, was regarded as the richest kidnapper, and he was being referred to as a billionaire, and he had this fancy lifestyle. I guess that's the reason why a lot of people found it like very attractive to want to go into it. And till date, we really never know what happened. It's never really been, the public doesn't really know how far they've gone with Evans.
So now the problem is, you make a law and you don't follow through. The penalty for kidnapping
is actually life imprisonment. But of recent, it's been reviewed to death.
And
yes,
none of those is happening.
No.
None of those is happening.
No.
And people are looking at it as, okay, so if Mr. A can venture into this kidnapping business, right, and nothing is done to him, then Mr. B too will want to venture into it and make money, because it is quick money.
No, let's look at this kidnapping thing from the political point of view. You know, before elections, some of those politicians have goons that work with them.
Yes.
And they'll say, anyhow you do it, make sure we win. And sometimes they kidnap. So, and after kidnapping, there's people, some parties win while some lose.
Yeah.
But after the elections, these people still are in business.
You already empower them with ammunition. And after the elections, you're not retrieving the ammunition from them. Automatically, it becomes theirs. And it's theirs to do whatever they want. So they go into this business. Now, something I want us to really look at, right? Let's think about this for a minute, okay? Now, so kidnapping and taking of hostages became a thing, became something to reckon with in 1999, between 1999 and 2000
yes.
When the military rulers handed over
to the
civilians, right? So we started having democracy again, right? In 1999 to stroke 2000. That was when the Niger Delta militant decided to kidnap expatriates,
yes,
and demand
ransoms
from them. Do you understand? So that is more or less like the beginning of all of this. And the government of the day looked at it and said, okay, we've deprived you of so many things, no problem, let us create amnesty. So from amnesty, people feel okay. So if you wage war against the government, or you
They'll call you
go
to
into
negotiating table.
kidnapping, they call you to the table,
And
and then we have a dialogue, and then they give you amnesty. Okay, no problem. Then people, different group started springing up from here. Then we have the Boko Haram, and that has been a nightmare
For Nigerians. Definitely.
And then from that, we're having different groups springing up, and then IPOB came back again. So we're wondering, what is the government doing about it? So my concern is, why was it that it was after the military regime ended, that they handed over to the civilians, that kidnapping started? Were they waiting for the military reign to be over before striking? Or could it be that there's an element, right, trying to frustrate the effort of civilian
Democracy.
government, the civilian rule, trying to frustrate their effort? Could it be that? Or could it be that people are tired of the government neglecting the needs of the people?
Now, if the people are tired of being neglected, they should face the government, not a fellow citizen like themselves, because a lot of these families don't even have the 70 million outrageous amounts that these people keep, asking for ransom. If they are tired, if these kidnappers are tired and they feel the life living in Nigeria is not what it's supposed to be, they should be all outspoken and go to the government. I mean, speak out. Speak out against the government. Do something against the government, not against your fellow civilian that is going through so much pains like you're doing, like they are doing.
So could it be that they feel it might be difficult to get the rich? So let's start with the poor, and when we will do all of this, they will hear at the top. And
Not like you were saying. There was the governor that was saying, don't pay any ransom. And at the end of the day, he got kidnapped. Are you trying to tell me he didn't pay any ransom?
he paid also. But then, so we're talking about Boko Haram, and then there's someone in government that says, look, I know where they are. Let me
Go and negotiate. And now that person has not been arrested. The Boko Harams involved have not been arrested. And then they even do selfies and take pictures. I mean, I don't understand it. That man going into Sambisa Forest to go and discuss should be nabbed. He knows where they are. That means they are not masquerades. They are not spirits. He has come out to say he knows where they are. And he has done some negotiations also. So they should be arrested. And I remember the case of the ex-Zamfara governor that was called out as being one of the sponsors of banditry and all that.
Who is apparently a serving minister?
Yes, of defense. I mean, you can see this whole thing is the drama is so outrageous.
So let's take,
and it's to the detriment of lives.
Of course. So we'll take a look at the effects. Now, people are anxious and depressed.
Definitely.
Because, I mean, when you kidnap someone's father, someone's mother, the child would definitely
emotionally traumatized.
And mentally disturbed.
Yes.
Right? Now, see the pupils in Ekiti State, their parents will live with a trauma.
Definitely. Even the children.
You understand? And they will be scared sending their children back to school. Because if they could go to schools to go and kidnap them, automatically school is not safe.
It's not safe.
I mean, it is still in the same Ondo Ekiti region that monarchs were being killed. You remember the massacre that happened in the church?
In the church, the Catholic Church, I remember.
So, all of these security threats happening in one country in the space of 4 or 5 years.
More than.
You understand? So the security. So there was someone that said, a retired general said, call your security chiefs to order, give them 2 weeks ultimatum, and they will fish out these people. But we've not seen that happen. Could it be that even government is involved?
That's the question I want to ask too. Like I said, politically, before going into office, they have goons that they work with. And some of them still do their dirty jobs.
Now, also, economic backwardness. Because now we realize if 5 billion naira that should have come into the economy of the country, right, is going to the kidnappers then. It's going into their pockets instead of coming into
the system.
You know, so it definitely will have its consequences. I mean, these are the recorded monies. Some people, like you rightly said, some people will pay ransom and will not disclose it.
Exactly.
Some people will pay a certain amount and will declare a lesser amount. So they pay 10 million, they come to the media to say we paid 5 million because they've been warned.
Now, there's something I want to even ask. Is government trying to invest in technology such as surveillance systems, you know, that could help, you know, communications tools that will help track down these kidnappers?
They have.
They have, but I can't see the effectiveness.
It's not in use, but they have.
Oh, so it was purchased to be kept in the warehouse.
They have all of these things. Now we have people. So there was one I heard a while back that they were face to face with these guys, with the terrorists, and they had to wait for the last order because you must obey the last order. You're waiting for your commandant, and your commandant is waiting for his GOC, and that one is waiting for this, that one is waiting for this, then that one is waiting for Chief of Defense Staff. If the order does not come from above, you cannot advance forward. So what's happening?
Truly sad.
And these are people's children. So
you want this kidnappers and bandits to kill the Nigerian army while they're still waiting for orders from above.
And at the end of the day, this guy come out and you're telling me they are repentant, they are repented, they are this, and you put them
into the system,
and you say they are not constables, they are constabularies. I mean, what are we teaching the generation coming after us? What are we teaching them? Because now these people will just see this as a way of life. As a way of life, it means to an end. I mean, so you go into this, you make this money, you know someone in the government, and they help you, they put 1 or 2 words in for you, they leave you to go scot-free. I mean, that should not be, because people's blood has been spilled.
No, my pain is our government don't have empathy for the citizenry. Aside from that, they don't place value on life.
Yes.
Because if they really place value on human resource, because the life of every individual is part of the human resources we
have. Of course,
and
it matters.
It matters a lot. No value. You can imagine an American. You can't touch an American.
No.
There's so much value placed on them.
Amongst all of these, anxiety, depression, psychological trauma, economic backwardness, isolation, some people will not want to go out, they just want to keep to themselves. There is still untimely death. Take the driver of the bus of the Ekiti Pope Hills that was kidnapped.
Now, what about Nabeha? Nabeha that was kidnapped. She lost her life also.
Untimely death.
Untimely death.
Cutting people's life short for no reason. In a country where we have leaders. So you see where the issue of community policing comes in.
Comes in, yes.
I mean, so now if you look at some of the remedies, I will see community policing. I know my people in my area. I mean, where I live, you know virtually everybody. So if someone comes around,
there's a strange face.
You want to ask questions.
Definitely.
You're new in this area. Where? Because before these guys can strike, these bandits, the kidnappers, before they can strike a community or a locality, they must have gone around to do their feasibility studies, to do their proper investigation, to know when people are most vulnerable, to know who and who will be at what place at what time. You understand? Before they strike. So if we have community policing in place, like I said, we should have these aged people as agents. Senior citizens, use them as agents, like they do abroad. They see something strange, something
and they blow
new.
the whistle.
Yes, just call the police.
Call the police, yes.
Call the police. They swing into action. And it's not the police you will call that they don't have fuel in their vehicles. So, government has a lot of work to do. Now, if we wait from that, now you need to put new policy in place. Policy and adaptation. You should be able to adapt policies that work.
Policies that can be implemented.
Yes.
There are a lot of policies. We've had so much policies over the years, but what about the implementation?
They are not implementing it. That's
what about the implementation? There are laws concerning kidnapping. There are laws of, the penalty a kidnapper is supposed to pay when they're caught. But how many kidnappers have the Nigerian police, has the army been able to catch or arrest? That's the word, arrest. How many? So what policies are we talking about here? We need actions.
We need implementation.
We need them to swing into action. They should practice what they preach. They should not just come and be telling us plenty words, plenty. Not too much talk. We don't want too much talk.
I think also we need to have public awareness. Like, look, this is bad. This is bad. No. When you see this sign, please blow whistle, make a call, let people understand this and that. And then before you can do all of that, I think first thing first, you should do job creation. Create jobs, because most of these people, when they talk, most of these guys, when they talk, they say there's no job. There was one the other day that was paraded at the police command, and then they said he's a kidnapper, and he said no, he's not a kidnapper, he's a thief. There's not a kidnapper, he's a thief, and then he would like to say a very. You understand? So all of these things we don't understand. Anyway, this all will be able to take this moment. So right about now, we'll go on a short break, and when we come back, it will be time for sports, and Joel Nwakego will be in the studio for Sport Trend. Just stay with us.
Mon petit, merci beaucoup, mon petit. Merci beaucoup. Merci.
Comment il faut la vous êtes méchant. Avez fait ça. Comment vous avez déjà éliminé. Pourquoi? Pas vu. Quand vous êtes joué, vous êtes éliminé.
C'est quoi ça là? C'est quoi ça là? On a plus besoin de faire quoi avec de notre équipe nationale. Ça fait vraiment honte. On ne peut pas venir supporter un pays comme la Côte d'Ivoire. Regarde. La nation, tout un pays contribue. Tout un peuple contribue. Tout a fonctionné. La merde, c'est la merde. On a cru. Regardez nous, c'est pas la peine.
Thank you for staying tuned. It's still U45 morning show, and then right about now it's time for Sport Train and the Sporting Joel, the Honorable Joel Nwankego, is in the studio.
Thank you. You call me an honorable. So what are you trying to say now? Do I have plans of going into politics or something?
No, you don't have to go to politics because, as we discussed, government is anyway. Just have peace of mind and
yes,
be good.
Anyway, good fans, you're welcome to Sport Train on U45. This is a beautiful moment of the AFCON. You saw a lot of people dancing and all that. We talked about football being a unifying factor. Now, looking at, so interesting to see a lot of people from different parts of the world coming together to dance, chant their things for victory. That is the power of football. Now, somebody believe we can take out South Africa in the semi-finals, and that's not a person than Ademola Lookman's father. He said Super Eagles will edge South Africa again and again. He believes we have what it takes to make sure South Africa didn't get it into the final. I think we've met a series of times. They've had 1 or 2, victories. Also, Nigeria had 1 or 2 victories and a couple of draws and all that. But his father believed Nigeria has what it takes to take out South Africa
again and again. Now, good to know we have some facts of the AFCON. A total of 113 goals has been scored, 160 yellow card and 12 red card. Shego, I think it's fair enough when you have, less red cards in games.
I mean, red card is not something to be proud of. I mean, somebody gets a red card and he misses the next match. There's no pride in that. At least, I mean, and 2 yellow cards insinuates red card.
Yeah.
So for us to have 10 red cards, that means 20 yellow cards.
12 red cards actually.
12 red cards. Yeah. That means 24 yellow cards must have been issued, except on rare occasions where you understand. So red card is not a good thing. I still prefer, at least yellow card is still a warning.
And having a total of 160 yellow card.
160 yellow card. I mean, that is still fair enough because that is still warning. You don't have to miss the next match.
So does it mean the referees have been fair enough in this AFCON, officiating wise?
Yes, officiating wise is beautiful.
Yeah.
Officiating wise is beautiful. Both the male and the female and even the ones in between, they've done so well.
What do you mean the ones in between?
All right, anyway, so let's move on.
Anyway, it's kind of sad to know that Ivory Coast, despite the fact they're in the semi-finals, they have the worst defense in this tournament. A total of 43 shots at goal have been, shot at goal against this team, and 14 on target. They're in semi-finals, and now they have one of the worst defense. What does that tell you?
I don't like to.
You don't like statistics?
The other time you said Angola, they have
the best attack. Exactly. Yes,
they have 40-something goal at shots, right?
So, yeah.
We had 2. How many?
I don't know what you talk about.
But we won the match. You understand? Look, it is time for us to sing our praises by ourselves. You understand? Even other African countries now are singing our praises. You understand? We're doing so well. We're doing
pretty well.
Very well. So let us keep it that way. I mean, Bafana, yeah, they are good, but Nigeria. Look, when I watched the last game, I'm like, this defense is a solid wall. It's very difficult to penetrate, which is good.
Okay. Now, Ivory Coast, they edged out Mali in the quarterfinal, and that's how they booked their ticket to the semi-final. The goal was scored exactly 1 minute to the end of regulation time. Yeah, extra time. And they had a beautiful goal from Fofana. It was 2-1 against Mali. The Malians were crying, and I guess they should be on their way back to Mali right now. And Cape Verde, they lost against South Africa via PK. The South African goalkeeper made sure he actually made sure they did score 4 goals. The goalkeeper was something else in that PK. You didn't just see that goalkeeper. He made sure he caught 4 clean penalties. That's just how good the goalkeeper is.
So I heard he too has 4 clean sheets as well. So let's see who is superior. And I know Nigeria, we are superior. So we're just going to show them. And do not forget that Tyler won Grammy.
And she's in South Africa.
Disgraced Burna Boy, Davido, our beautiful Ashake, and our lovely sister Arya
So
Star.
now it's going to be a revenge business.
Yes.
Come on Wednesday.
Yes, that's what we're going on that pitch to do.
Okay.
We'll avenge our brothers and sisters.
Anyways, no longer news that semi-final parents are out for semi-finals. Nigeria will take on South Africa, and DR Congo will take on Ivory Coast. Now, something very funny. DR Congo never won the game in the group stage, and here they are in the semi-final. It was draw all the way. I don't know, these guys are like draw soup or something. They didn't win any game. It was draw all the way down. They got up to the round of 16. They took out Guinea, and now here they are in the semi-finals, taking on the host nation Ivory Coast,
who won just 1 match too in the group stage. Because they lost to Nigeria, they lost to Equatorial Guinea.
Yeah.
So they won just 1 match too.
Okay.
So is what do they call it? It's a fair game. For both of them, it's a fair game. They came in with 3 points each, and they're at the semi-finals.
Yeah.
So it's a fair game.
Anyway, Christian Izuchukwu, a young Nigerian player that plays for Warri Wolves, had now got a contract with Lobby Stars in Makurdi, a clinical striker, a young player. He just secured his contract to Lobby Stars. He was formerly with Warri Wolves, a good striker. Anytime you ask me, his name is Izuchukwu. He can take out any defense here and there. And recently, he just Lobby Stars believe he has what it takes to spearhead, the attack for them, and he just got a new contract. Congratulations to Izuchukwu as he plays trade in Makurdi with Lobby Stars. Now, Japan 2020 Olympic silver medalist Blessing Oboro-Dudu just recently secured her, entrance into the African Games that will take place in Ghana, and also in the Olympic that comes up in Paris, France. She wasted no time in dispatching her 68 kg opponent out there in Bayelsa State. It's Blessing Oboro-Dudu, as she has done a lot for Nigeria when it comes to wrestling, pro wrestling. She has won series of medals, all African Games, and in the Olympics she got a silver medal. And right now, she just secured a ticket to be in the All African Games in Ghana. Shegun.
It's a good thing for her. It's a good thing for Nigeria. And then, these athletes, because you're representing a country, you always have to represent a country. When you don't represent a country, there is no funds coming your direction.
Exactly.
So they have to be at their best and be at the top of their game. And I just hope that with all of this fame comes responsibility. And then I just believe that with all of this she's having, she'll be able to invest and all of that, and then to secure ourselves as well.
I think this is one sport our government are really taking cognizance of, put more on the spotlight and all that, because I think we have a lot of pro wrestlers on the street. That's what we're talking about, development. Probably go to secondary schools and start scouting for young ones.
Government is not ready for anything. Basketball is a sport that is filled with so much wealth, yet we are not harnessing it. Football we're not harnessing it. You understand? Because if we were doing that, look, we're only touching the surface of football in this country. It's just the surface that we're touching
right now.
It is the government, because you put a minister in charge of the sports, and then each federation under the watch of that minister are not doing what they're supposed to do.
But I tell you what, now, but another client, for God's sake, we don't have government intervention in sports and all that. It does on the hand with corporate bodies, individuals that want, getting to put money into this business.
So that will be the duty of the sport minister to say, you know what, guys, let us branch out. Reach out from your desk, the minister of sport. This. Then you write the letter to, let's say, a commercial bank, for instance, to an insurance company, for instance.
Now you're talking about delegating a particular, a federation,
yes,
like banks, oil
you say,
companies and all
you say,
that.
no, yes, you say, this sport, please take care of this. We will not, what's the word? Tax waiver.
Yeah, like rebates and all that.
You understand? So let's do this. But the problem is, when one person starts, is there going to be continuity?
Exactly.
Will the next minister of sports that is coming in, will it not be corrupt and say, you know what, I don't care about all of this. Just put it on hold and make sure you do. You understand? So if we have the right people in the arms of affairs, Nigeria will be a better place. And sports, let's keep petroleum products, that's crude oil, aside. Sports can feed Nigeria.
Wow, that's a good one, Shegun. Anyway, I just believe the authorities are watching so they can listen to what Shegun just said. Now, the national team of Egypt just recently sacked their coach, Rio Victorias, in Portuguese. He was employed in 2022, and he took over from Mohamed Youssef, and right now he has been sacked. Now, when a team performs badly, a coach gets sacked. Why, Shegun? He is not the one in the pitch, for God's sake. Why do you sack the coach?
Okay, so he does not have the...
And fair enough, he was just replaced by the former coach, Mohamed Youssef.
I was going to say that you left your person.
Yeah.
You went to bring a Portuguese. that does not understand the mindset of your people.
Okay.
I mean, he's not an A-list coach. So if it was someone like a Mourinho, a Guardiola, you understand? These people command respect.
Arteta, Pochettino.
You understand? They command respect. They can tell you, my friend, if you don't play, I will sub you and we will never call you again. Because in Africa, for every Victor Osimhen, we have 100 Victor Osimhens on the street.
You're right.
Praying every day and night. Training every day and night. That they be spotted. You understand? So if you know you cannot do it, I will build a team from scratch. And these are men that have authority. And if they say they will do it, then they will do it. So that would definitely call attention, and you have no choice than to perform.
Yes, they will do it and they will do it, but that's not the word of Pochettino. And Chelsea, they couldn't do it against Wolves. They lost that game to Wolves. I know I'm talking, somebody's not happy, but hey, Chelsea, you guys are still on 11th position. What's happening? A lot of Chelsea fans are calling for the head of Pochettino, but at the same time, asking Mourinho to come back to Chelsea. Is Mourinho the problem? No, is it the solution to Chelsea's problem? What is happening with Chelsea, for God's sake?
Mourinho is a special one. You need to always remember that. He says he is a special one, and he is a special one. He helped Porto, he helped
a lot of clubs, Chelsea, some time ago.
You understand? So he can always deliver. So,
but I think Chelsea is a work in progress, because Pochettino just came in, brought in XYZ player. You have 1 or 2 players there and all that, trying to put these guys together. I think it's a work in progress for Chelsea, but out there, 11th position, not a good one.
Not a good one at all.
Anyway, that's all I could take for sports today. Join us later for AFCON special 3 p.m. as Prince Bodu, aka the Duke, fires out with his gang to take on, talk about what's happening in the world of sports. Football to be precise in the AFCON 2023. Thank you.
All right, thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for watching U45 Morning Show this morning. Big shout out to all of you, and then to our crew, the producer, the cameraman, the MCR operators, the production crew. Big shout out to you. Ahmed Adedigba, thank you so much. Big shout out to you. And also Sam Eze, thank you so much. Not to forget Akins, I call him international. Thank you all. And also Larry, thank you everyone for making this possible. And for all of you watching at home, thank you. Do have a fantastic day ahead. From all of us at U45, we say thank you. Shegun Denola Adeyemi is my name.
I'm Joel Wankego.
So see you again